Hello there and welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be looking at a film that is very, very, very special to me, and that is Police Story 3, Super Cop. Probably one of, if not my, I know I say this so many times, but about every film sometimes I review from Jackie Chan, but this definitely is one of my all-time favourite Jackie Chans, and it's very special to me, so it's going to be, I've got so much to say about this movie, regarded to be one of the greatest action films of all time, regarded to be one of Jackie Chan's more finer films. But getting into this today, lot to say, but I'll try and get through it quick as possible to not keep you too long. Absolutely amazing film, made in 1992. Now this, like I say, is very special. This was probably the first Jackie Chan that I ever bought on VHS. This was probably the first one I ever bought, with sort of, Jackie Chan, Michelle Yeoh, Michelle Khan actually, as she was known at the time, back to back on the front, VHS. I remember getting it in somewhere like HMV or something, and I just absolutely watched the hell out of it, and it still holds a special place in my heart. Amazing in this release to see the classic English dub that I remember, but the beauty of this release that you get Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh speaking their own dialogue, not like the overdubbed it is in many Hong Kong and Jackie Chan movies up to this point. You actually get Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh actually speaking real time, no overdubbing, nothing like that. Directed by Stanley Tong, who later would help Jackie Chan crack America with films such as Rumble in the Bronx and First Strike. Quentin Tarantino loves this movie and regards it as the ending as like the last. I think he said if he could show anything like save the last of humanity to see, I think nominated it would be the end of Super Cop. To this day, I've never watched the Dimension version of this film, which I know is on this release, but because they changed the soundtrack, they changed so much, and I hated. When Jackie Chan was sort of in that post-rush hour period, and sort of America started releasing his films with him sort of dubbing his own voice with different sound effects, scenes cut out. I hated them releases. I absolutely hated them. And like I say, to this day, through fear I don't want to ruin the movie, I've never watched that cut, like the American US cut. So yeah, hopefully that's a good thing. I say they just always make the films worse to me. I don't know why they just done that. Like, they just completely butchered them. I watched it with the original dub back in the day, uncut with the original soundtrack, and that's how I like the movie. This is every bit as much as a Michelle Yeoh vehicle as it is a Jackie Chan film. I mean, make no mistake, Michelle Yeoh completely holds her own in this film. This is Jackie Chan in many ways sort of takes a back seat, like with everything else that's going on. The motorcycle stunt onto the moving train in particular, I mean, the stuntman broke his leg trying it. Jackie Chan almost scrapped the stunt completely, saying it was too dangerous for Michelle Yeoh to do. Yeoh, not going to be outdone though, got it right the very next take. We have Maggie Cheung here as reliable as ever as May, and as for Yuen Wah as the villain. Again, I mean, what a cast. I mean, what an absolute cast here. But what makes Police Story 3 is it's so amazing, it's just so damn fun. It is absolutely so damn fun. It's there's, like I mentioned with like Crime Story and City Hunter, this is when Jackie Chan was beginning to work with different directors and different people to sort of take the burden off his shoulders a bit. It was still very much a Jackie Chan movie. He called the shots, don't get me wrong, but it was just enabling people to sort of direct Jackie Chan maybe in a different light, in a different way. As I mentioned, so damn fun. This is an action movie with a smile. This is an action movie with a cheeky smile and a sense of let's just enjoy it. Of all the guest directors that Jackie Chan worked with during this period, as his films were notorious for going over budget and taking longer than expected to make, Stanley Tong was the only one who was invited back. So there was a harmony between Stanley Tong and Jackie Chan. Like I say, going on to do Rumble in the Bronx, First Strike, later on Kung Fu Yoga, things like that. Lot to say, as I say. So we meet Chan Kakui, who is like Super Cop. Basic premise is the police want to bust a big drug kingpin called Chaibot. We have Bill Tung here and Philip Chan, who try to pretend like they don't want him to do it, and the other doesn't, even though just setting Chan up so they know he will take the job. What I love is even with how dangerous the mission is, it is done with such a sense of light-heartedness. Like, Police Story 3 is nowhere near as serious as Police Story 2, even 1. The brakes are taken off, the gas is taken off the seriousness a bit. It is very much, like I say, as much as a comedy as it is an action film. There's some great fun stuff in this movie. I say, with the whole, regardless of its action and pacing, it's very much like a Hollywood movie as well. It very much does play like a great Hollywood action movie. Every scene in this film is entertaining. So Chan goes to a China camp where he meets Miss Yang, played brilliantly by Yeoh and learns he is going undercover. Wonderful dynamic and chemistry between the two, one being a Hong Kong rough around the edges cop and the other being a strict China mainland Interpol inspector. But the two really work well together, and it's a shame. I know Jackie Chan had like a sort of a cameo in Project S, and I know they were both in Twinkle Twinkle, but it was a shame we never got to see Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh sort of team up for like an official proper like a proper sequel to Police Story 3. As I say, I know there was Project S directed by Stanley Tong, which was a Michelle Yeoh vehicle following on with her character, but it would have been lovely if we had a feature length with them both throughout the whole film. So she briefs him as what's going on, and I absolutely love the character in this. In many ways, like Jackie Chan's characters, in very many ways, is very much the perfect Jackie Chan character. Have some fun with him having makeup and photos done, even at one point with a spear, and Jackie Chan has to go and does it so poorly. Like this guy demonstrates some spear work, and Jackie Chan does it so poorly. Chaibot has hired some people to free Yuen Wah from a labour camp. So Yang gets Jackie Chan to fight one of the guys in the trainer camp, and it's a nice little quick encounter here just to get a fight scene in early, just to get, like I say, some people don't want to be waiting for Jackie Chan to bust a move, and they get a nice little sort of sparring match. It's over before it sort of starts, but it's a nice little fun fight scene. And Jackie Chan, what is interesting here is the guy is using proper forms of martial arts, whereas Jackie's stance and rhythm throughout a lot of this Police Story 3, it's very much like boxing. If you watch that scene, that opening fight, that sort of fight scene at the training camp, Jackie Chan is very much sort of doing a boxing kind of sort of move. He's sort of, especially with his, like I say, the way he's got his guard up and everything, he's not doing the typical normal kung fu stance or anything like that. He's very much, like I say, sort of street fighting in a way. So at the labour camp, Jackie Chan goes in. Nice cameo from Mars here. Many of you remember from films such as Project A and Police Story 1. They start a distraction to smuggle Yuen Wah out from the camp. The whole idea being that he will lead them to Chaibot. So they're going to try and help him get out so they can find out where this drug kingpin is. So Jackie Chan pretends to be one of the guys helping, and Yeoh shoots the guys who are actually helping him so he can get the credit and get on their side. You really get to see Jackie Chan at his peak here. I think around... I mean, you can argue that all the 80s Jackie Chan was at his peak, but this was sort of, when he's sort of done this film, Drunken Master 2, this was very much a real, like I say, at his peak Jackie Chan. He was around nearly, like 40, I think he was about 38, 39 at this time, and he's very much in, like, his peak condition here. You do really get to see him, do his stuff, and love him having to run after the coal truck up the hill. Then as soon as they get in it, basically the cart goes in reverse, which is great fun. Him and Wah go on one of the longest highest zip lines in history as well. Excuse me. Wah agrees to help him. Love the soundtrack in this movie throughout as well, talking about the original soundtrack. It's almost... dark and menacing in nature, the theme to this music. I even love the Jackie Chan song that he sings over this as well. It's actually one of my favourite Jackie Chan songs that he sings over the credits. Not sure what it's called, but wonderful song from Jackie Chan at the end. So Wah takes him to a hideout where he shoots one of his team for the reason he went inside. Jackie Chan is playing Lin Fu Sheng. That's his character that he's sort of pretending to be. Wah suggests they go and visit Jackie Chan's folks, and obviously he has no idea where to go, because Jackie Chan's like, well, hang on a minute, where am I going to take you? I have no idea where we're meant to go. I'm not really Lin Fu Sheng, and like he's sort of directing them, sort of, I have no idea where I'm going. And real nice, again, talking about that lightheartedness, which takes the edge off, and it makes it more fun, because although Jackie Chan is undercover, and his cover could be blown at any point, they're drug lords, they would kill him, it's never done that seriously. It is almost like an action film for kids, and that's what's so great about Police Story 3. It's just so much fun. I've known a lot of people, and there's probably a lot less although it is regarded to be one of the best action films of all time, largely due to the ending. There is probably less action than, say, Police Story 2, but the pacing, I think, is so much better than Police Story 2. I think Police Story 2... though I love it, I think it sort of slows down a little bit at certain points. Police Story 2 is still an amazing film, but I think Police Story 3, regarding the pacing, works so much better. I think it flows a lot nicer, and I think that's largely to do with Stanley Tong being behind the camera. So again, real nice lightheartedness, as I say. guy spots Jackie Chan when he turns up, and they put a sign up on this tree that's leading to the village where he's meant to go, which is, I've always found quite funny, that he's just standing there, and then he disappears and he comes back, and there's this random sign for no reason on stuck to this tree directing him to the village. Everyone pretends they know Jackie Chan in the village, even the children shouting, Fu Shang's back, which I always found. Because Jackie Chan is like, at this point, if you look at his face, you don't know what's going on. Like, how, like, what? Are they all these people working for the government? What is going on? Yo turns up as his sister, and even Uncle Bill Tung gets on this as his mum. I mean, great funny stuff. So they go to a market where Yuen-Wah meets some contacts, public security turn up, and Jackie Chan and Yo have to stop them interfering. Love how Jackie Chan here in this scene, as they eat anything, he orders some turtle penis, which I've found quite funny, because they're in sort of a shantytown-esque type village where there's sort of dogs being ready to be cooked, and he's like, yeah, I'll have some turtle penis, like sort of try and blend in. And of course a fight naturally breaks out. Now what is interesting in here is there are no fights that really stand out, like big action set pieces in regards to, say, Police Story 1 and 2. If you look at Police Story 2, like I say, you got the playground fight. You know, Police Story 1, you got the shopping mall. Up to this point, there's no big, like, things where you think, oh, that fight, oh, that scene. It's still very fun, like I say, and super fast paced. Absolutely amazing stuff here from Michelle Yeoh in this encounter. So one of the captains who Yeoh knows helps them escape. When they escape on the boat, you will see Jackie's hair is much shorter. His hair does sort of change length off and on throughout the movie, which we can forgive, because I'm sure it was shot with other, like probably City Hunter he was doing the same year. So he was doing other things at the same time. They're going to Hong Kong. We have like a mini speedboat chase akin to much more like a James Bond vehicle. This is what Stanley Tong was brilliant at doing. Let's not just do fight scenes. Let's make an action movie. This is where Stanley Tong really did come through. He wasn't right. Jackie Chan's known for his kung fu. He's known for his martial arts. But let's do a Jackie Chan action movie. And I think this is very much where Police Story 3 was heavily marketed, and just especially for like when he broke the US. You get guns, boats, cars, etc. So they're taken to Chaibot, who we learn is a gamer, which I always found quite funny, hardcore gamer. And we learn that a girl was overdosed at their sort of hideout. His men drowned someone in the swimming pool. I mean, we learn that he is a real bad dude straight away. Even though, like I say, he's a gamer, but he's drowning girls in their swimming pool and God knows what else. You also see Ken Lo here make an appearance as one of the main henchmen. So Michelle Yeoh and Jackie Chan join his ranks. They're still undercover, obviously, and they go to this meeting Chaibot is having with this general played by Lo Lei, who I only really sort of remembered, it only occurred to me in recent years. Like, I thought, of course that's Lo Lei. Like, but because where he's got the glasses on the hat, you don't really sort of recognise him. But yeah, it's definitely saying he wants, I thought, of course it is, but it never occurred to me, like, sort of originally back in the day when I was watching it. Saying that he wants his share, and learn that his wife is arrested by Malaysian police, and he goes all Al Capone, sort of from Untouchables, on one of the guys, Chaibot. He tells them that Michelle Yeoh's vest is ripped with explosives, so a shootout happens, something we'd never seen before much in a Jackie Chan vehicle, the idea of sort of a gunplay scene, something that, like I say, Jackie Chan had never really done I know he'd done like a shootout, like I say, at the beginning of Police Story, but this one is very much just sort of focused on the gunplay. This is very much, like I say, very much just a shootout. Jackie Chan going full Eastern Condors, John Woo style here. Love him behind Michelle Yeoh, thinking he is safe, but she hides behind him because he doesn't know that at that point there's explosives in her vest. So Chaibot gets the deal. And we go to Malaysia, and he wants the code from his Swiss bank account from his wife, and he's trying to plan a court escape. And this is where Maggie Cheung's character, turns up as like a tour guide, unaware that Jackie Chan is there too. So he's still undercover. He can't let May blow his cover. So it's sort of that dynamic. And here she's very much like sort of, unfortunately, Maggie Cheung in these movies, she is sort of, it's a shame she wasn't in Police Story 4, First Strike. They sort of scrap sort of the whole Jackie Chan Maggie Cheung relationship, Police Story 4, but here, I say, she is usually just like, she's going to get kidnapped by the baddies at some point, usually what happens. So awesome seeing Cheung and Yeoh together here, who would go on to work together a year later in a film like Heroic Trio. So May sees a photo of Jackie Chan at the resort, And love how Jackie goes full alert when she is approached by Yuen Wah when laying on the chair. If you look at that scene when he's sort of laying face down, because he's trying to cover up, she's seen a photo of him with her buddies, and she's like, that's my boyfriend. And if you look at the scene where Jackie Chan is on the chair and Michelle Yeoh is sort of giving him a back rub, he can't blow his cover. But when Yuen Wah approaches Maggie Cheung, Jackie Chan, his character gets all alert, as though to say he would actually blow his cover. If he so much as touched his girlfriend, Jackie Chan would have, Chan Kaku would have absolutely, done something about it, which is a nice little touch. It's like he would have willing to break cover for if something would have happened to her. So he keeps trying to tell her May the truth. She doesn't believe in, even making out she is a prostitute. At one point she gets pushed in the pool. She helps him and realises he is undercover, and when telling his friend this, one of Chai Bot's men overhears it in the lift. So basically their cover gets blown thanks to May, because she could have just... If she had just been quiet and not told her friend this in the lift, and of course one of Chai Bot's men is in there and hears it too. So they take May hostage, obviously, and Jackie's tasked with like helping break out Chai Bot's wife from the court. And so begins one of, if not the best action scenes in movie history. This is amazing stuff. They do this. They want Jackie Chan to do this, and your girlfriend will be safe. But if he was undercover, wasn't he just going to do it anyway to help them? I mean, he said, do this and your girlfriend will be safe. But I think because they did ask him before his cover was blown, can you drive a truck? So he was going to do it. I think the idea was if he was working for Chai Bot, he was going to do it anyway. I mean, this ending is how you do a city chase. When I was a kid, this was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. And me and my friend at the time used to watch this over and over and over and over, because it just builds and builds. It just goes from stunt to stunt, getting better and better and better. No CGI, no special effects. This is what you do. This is an action film, right? This is a chase to end all chase. If you have never... Police Story 3, just for the ending alone, just the last 20 minutes, 25, well, probably 20 minutes, not even that, is still one of the greatest action scenes in movie history. It is absolutely phenomenal. We used to watch it overnight. The idea, it's a big city, middle of the day, you've got the heat, the transport, the rush hour, the action, it just comes together amazingly. Chai Bot gives up May to get his wife back. May getting thrown from a helicopter onto a car, I might add. So we have Michelle Yeoh hanging onto the side of a van, Chan pursuing her in a car. It actually gives me goosebumps when I watch it, just how well it's done. Such is the impact of this scene. It actually gives me goosebumps with just how well the action is. Say what you will, but it just gives me that special feeling, because it's just so well done. So well done. Like I say, no CGI, every angle is perfect. Cars, trains, bikes, helicopters. So they go to the roof via helicopter to Chai Bot so can pick up his wife. Love the kick Michelle Yeoh does on Yuen Wah here. She kicks one with the gun with the leg and then kicks his face with the other. Absolutely amazing. So after flooring Wah, Jackie just naturally goes onto the rope ladder hanging from the helicopter. And I love how Chai Bot doesn't bother to reel it in or cut it or shoot at Jackie Chan. He just lets little plot hole there. I mean, he could have easily either cut the ladder or tried to shoot Jackie Chan. But otherwise, if he did that, there wouldn't have been amazing Jackie Chan. I mean, this is the moment. This is one moment why Jackie Chan is the greatest action star of all time, bar none, second to none. Just that last stunt. So he's holding on to this thing, going all around the city. Michelle Yeoh gets on a bike. Oh yes, it keeps going. It keeps going, this action scene. I could have probably done a whole video just about this scene alone. So trying to condense it is proving hard. Not sure if it's explained why Chai Bot just never fires downwards, as I say, to shoot Chan or just cut the ladder. So Chopper gets snagged on the train, which Jackie Chan lands on. Not to be outdone, Michelle Yeoh does the amazing motorcycle stunt onto the train. Worth noting as well that if you watch Jackass, Jackie's leg work, if you watch Jackie's leg work in this movie, really good stuff. He's got some great kicks, some great fast flourishes going on with this, great stuff here. You see it beginning at the labour camp, you see it again when he's on top of the train. His movement with his legs is very fast and very fluid. Incredible fights Ken Lo on the train. Chai Bot gets blown up, probably one of the best Jackie Chan songs you will ever hear at the end. The outtakes alone, I mean, this is Chan doing it for real, and why he will always be the greatest. So I won't say any more. I've tried to condense it in as short a review as possible, but as you can tell, I absolutely love this movie. If you've never seen it, please go check it out. It's an absolutely amazing, fun, brilliant action film with probably the last 20 minutes being some of the greatest action you will ever see. So make sure to go and check out Super Cop. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.